Always been free. I'm gonna reboot my YouTube. Fucking pretty cool too if they started kicking out the fucking people who are taking advantage of the game glitches. Have a little region where they put people like you in there and you gotta try to glitch your way out. Like the cheat? We got the game for you. Yeah. If you don't cheat, you bend the rules. How's that? I said, okay, you don't cheat, but you definitely bend the rules. Glitching's illegal. So you can call them whatever you want. You're fucking right it is. Don't you read the little fucking fine print before you drive away with the car? No. What do you mean this car is stolen? Well, you bought it, sure. No. Yeah. I gotta go and get me some assault charges. What is an assault charge? Like this can't fucking dog food. Actually, alright. Watoga. I'm almost coming there, but I gotta do a little stuff. The foundation cannot paying that many caps. Go halfway across the map. It's a lot of caps. Not that I couldn't afford it. I just, why would you want to pay that many caps? When you can just stop over at one place for free and then make your way over. I got a few new videos up. The one that I was telling you about, and the other two are a zombie brain skull cap and this other mask called Rhodey, but it looks like a Native American. And then tomorrow I'll put up the video of the boat zombie. Yeah, I've seen every version of that son of a bitch, even the one that's really hard to see that I did the video of is the ghoul. It's one of those one in a lifetime things. You just happen to find one that's a ghoul. Fucking record it. Oh, you can kill it. All right, get me an assault trial. Actually, there's one. Hello, students. What is?
Mr. Chiavarina's fourth hour photography class would like to remind all students and faculty that their portrait studio sessions will begin on Monday, and please sign up soon. Spots are filling fast.
Gotta remember, not everybody's the gamer. You're James the gamer. You're supposed to know all that stuff. That's why you know it. And you should have everything if somebody asks for it. Uh-oh. Yeah, giant. Oh, jeez. I heard James getting that ugly with language before. I think it's going to be an assault charge. Cowboy. Cowboy. Yeah, it is. It's a Chinese bear. Be real. You Americans think you're the only ones with bears. Bears are everywhere. I think bears are everywhere but Africa. If I'm correct, they're everywhere but Africa. There's some bears that you wouldn't even think that it's a bear. It just looks weird in some countries, but it's a bear. Some almost look like a sloth, but they're a bear. Yeah, the ones when you go over to Asia, there's some really strange looking ones. Well, look at the panda. That's a strange looking bear. Stupidest bear of them all, the panda. Yeah, but they'll rip you right to fucking shreds. Don't let that little cute look fool you. They're still a fucking bear. That's the thing. Some people are growing up to think of them as cuddly little cute things. So if you ever walked up to one thinking with that attitude, oh my goodness. Oh boy. Yeah, 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 just basically for your safety, because they know that thing got a hold of you. Holy jeez. You wouldn't be able to tell the story of James. James would just be saying, why didn't we be crying? It's like, all right, James, you'll be all right. No, no, man. I mean, why didn't I get life insurance on there? What? You know how many PlayStation 5s I could have bought? You're gonna be all right, James. Or you call up the life insurance company. Is it too late to get life insurance on somebody if they've been eaten by a bear? Like, hello, hello, hello. Oh, must have been a bad connection. Must have been my internet. No, they just hung up on me. Imagine telling that story at a party and you're being serious, you're not trying to make people laugh. It's like, um, they're like, oh, I see you're wearing a wedding ring. How long have you been married? And blah, blah, blah. Where's your wife? Oh, she passed away about a year ago. Oh, I'm sorry. And somebody there's had a few drinks and them has the courage, says, well, mind if I ask how your wife passed away? And the guy be like, yeah. She got killed by a panda bear. Like, how could you tell that story? My wife got killed by a panda bear. You couldn't. I mean, you want a story. I mean, you gotta get your wife killed by a shark or a grizzly, a great white shark, not a fucking cheap lemon shark. I'm talking about a great white. She's got to get chomped in half or something. It's got to be a good story. You're at a party, remember? People are fucking walking right around you, asking questions. Are you serious? Yeah. Your death bag. Well, it's probably something you created from all the glitching. Probably created it. You did like a monster. The game's like, send out the commie bear. That's enough of you, James. Out comes the commie bear. I actually didn't know why the hell they called it a Yagway, so I had to look it up a long time ago. I was like, I've never heard of that in my life. Never heard of that in my life. Yeah. I'm like a white knight, and you're like dark as black night with his spine. I'm like, got the banner of Jesus, and you got the banner of Todd Howard, which is worse than the devil. Alright, so I gotta go up here. Oh, I had fishy things going on. I have to go back to that. There we go, after. I'm sorry, my brain's really bad. I just pictured her saying that when she opens up the bathroom door and sees James dead on the toilet. She's like, "Oh, so peaceful." He's dead on the toilet, just like Elvis. Just like Elvis. You guys should eat a whole bunch of gummies and let me talk to you like that. Yeah. Edible. Well, I talked to you one night where you were catching a good buzz off the weed. I don't know if you smoked something or ate something, but you said you had to go. You're getting fucking, you're too stoned or whatever. I don't know. Or want to go hang out with your girlfriend. I don't know what it was. You were pretty high. You said that was a long time ago, actually. It wasn't recent. I can't remember when it was. And you were pretty giggly. Yeah, good news. You were in a good. I think that's still. I think that was back in hung out with yes, hang out with us, I should say. Yeah, all I ever see that guy from Fortnite. Well, just there's people love that competitive PvP. You know, same with Call of Duty. You get those people like you. They'll get all the trophies. Call of Duty offline. You know, like they do the story mode, which is and most story modes are pretty fun. But then the meat and gravy is the PvP. There's some PvP like I'm not going to buy Call of Duty. I've played it, but there's some PvP where you can join people and be on the same team, and you just fight wave after wave of Nazi zombies. I played that before on an Xbox at my friend's place. It was his son's Xbox. He only let me play it for about 15 minutes, and he's like, "Give me back the controller." That might have been it. I don't know. All I know is I was sitting on the couch playing it. My friend said, "Go ahead and play this," and I was. And I was about 15 minutes into playing it, and I was having a blast. And his like 8-year-old son comes around the corner and says, "I want the controller, give it back." And I was just like, "What the fuck are you?" In my head, I wanted to strangle the little 8-year-old. I mean, strangle until he couldn't breathe hardly, and then go back to playing the game. But I said, "All right, just wait till you get killed." And he was cool. He didn't like keep whining. He waited. Got killed, and he's like, "Ah, that's your last turn." And I was like, "I know when it's my last turn." And I handed it to him, and I went upstairs. My friend was upstairs playing on the guitar, writing something on the guitar, and he's like, "I thought you were playing the game." And I said, "So did I." And he goes, "Oh, my son's home, is he?" And I'm like "Yeah." Like, sorry about that, man. Like, don't worry about it. He was a little kid. His game, anyway. Like, actually, it's my game, but you can say what you said is probably more right than anything. To him, it's his game. I watched him play, that little kid, too. He's 8 years old. I watched him play against the zombies. He loves zombies. He's actually really good for an 8-year-old. Really, really good. You can tell the kid plays it a lot, which I could probably take him out with a baseball bat or a hockey stick and he'd be terrible because he doesn't probably don't go out and do that. God damn, I couldn't live without playing hockey as a kid. Fuck, that was too fun. Well, now kids play hockey on the PlayStation. The Simpsons summed it up. Bart Simpson, it was summer vacation. He's sitting at home watching TV, and Marge came around the corner and gave him trouble for being in the house. She goes, "You're on summer vacation. Don't be sitting around in the house." She goes, "Get your friends. Go get your friends and play some baseball." And he goes, "That's a great idea, Mom." And he puts his baseball cap on, and then next scene is he's sitting on the fucking couch playing Xbox or PlayStation, and he's got all of his friends together, and they're online playing baseball together. And his mother's like, "I thought you were going outside to play baseball." He goes, "I didn't say I was going outside to play baseball." He goes, "I said I was going to used to get my friends and play some baseball. That's what we're doing right now." And then she kicked him out again, like totally kicked him out of the house. But he was honest. He wasn't lying. Like, fuck, man. He said, go get your friends and play some baseball. Sure. On the PlayStation, that is. On the PlayStation. Hey, Shantae, do you need circuitry still? Oh yeah, okay, yeah, it's where it says Red Rocket, the Red Rocket Garage. Yeah, it's way the hell over. I got 3 circuitry left. If you break, well, all right, then I'm gonna break mine down and throw it away. There she goes. Scrap for the Sultron's head. You need to use the perfume machine on the wall, kind of like by the garage. You push that and you get perfume in the face. It's ready to finish. Wait, there's perfume. I'm standing in front of that. Ooh. Then here's all the stuff you need to break stuff down and repair. Everything's here, and all the other stuff is for bucks. This place doesn't sell. This is you can't even find this on the map unless you're in the Allies, or unless you just find it because it's an invisible camp. So that's why I don't have a vending machine. My other place has is the one with the vending machine, which definitely needs an upgrade. Yep, some more stuff in there. Got a lot of fucking plans. People like the plans. Four little flutters, eh? For a little kid under that much stress. Probably takes like a handful of Ritalin every fucking hour. Poor little guy. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, I think him and his mom got in a fight when me and him were talking because I heard a woman in the background and then I heard nothing because I knew he mic'd himself because it was like complete dead silence. So he must have pissed his mom off somehow. He's probably was supposed to be doing something and didn't do it. That's usually how you get in shit with moms. And God knows I've got put on housework duty. Oh yeah, buy some more meat. She's got a slave for a week. Pretty stern, but well, I always earned my punishments. Doing stupid stuff. I don't care what you take out of any of those machines. I wouldn't have taken anything if I knew you were at the camp. Usually when I show up at the camp, I clean everything out, put it in the box, and do it again the next time I come. Fuck, just lost a good. Lost a good. Should I get some? Only got 8 or 9 left. Oh, just come down to my park in where the little town I live in. You'll find some meth heads or crack heads down there. Yeah, our local park. It's not on the map. It's on the real map. Yeah, we got crackheads and meth heads fucking all over the fucking place. Yeah, the real ones. Yeah.
Aye, that's it. The artificial. I need it. I'm hoping.
Shitty drug. I don't know why people just can't be happy and smoke weed. Don't need nothing fun. I forgot to buy the bait. Luckily, I'm still here fishing because I gotta get 2 for that daily.
Never apologize for your cowboy. Cowboy hat face.
Oh, apologize for being a cowboy. Apologies coming from this way. Alright. I gotta cook up some fish bread. Yummy fish bread. Feed that hermit crab. Alright, crab. Here's some fish bread. Yeah. That's right. You ever see The Wanderers? You ever see The Wanderers? It's like street gangs. There's a street. I can't remember the name. Can't remember the name of the gang. There's a street gang, right? And they all wear one of the street gangs in there, and they all wear baseball uniforms, and they all have baseball caps on and baseball bats, and they have their faces painted like with like the white face paint, like my character. You know, like those mimes. They got their faces like that. And if you run into them, they'll chase you down and beat the fuck out of you. There was a lot of crazy gangs in that movie. That's an old movie. Like, well, when it came out, I was like a kid, but fucking awesome movie. Cult classic. The Wanderers. They made a video game of it. I never played it. I can't remember what system it's on, but they did make a video game of it. It'd be better if they made it now. Then it could be a really good online one because you could have the Wanderers trying to get home, like in the movie, and every gang in the movie, every single fucking gang that calls out to kill them. So you would have to be you and your buddies online would have to get home before, and all the other players that are in other gangs would be trying to kill you, so you could be able to join that baseball one and go kill the Wanderers. Who's down there? Oh, that's you? Oh, you're down there near my camp. My traveling camp. I think I have to catch two more of those bluefins or whatever. Got one. On its way home. Just traveling. No, you brought a bunch of fucking animals. So. What the hell are you doing that for? You told you no mercy? I'm gonna be definitely. You bastard. I'm saving that. No, I'm gonna put that up. I'll put that up later for you to check out. This is the traveling camp. Don't have shit like that. It just has me to spot for me to put my stuff away, and if I get overburdened with fish, I can cook them up. They don't use my weapons, so I don't need to worry about repairing. Nothing comes around here so far other than you bringing animals here. Other than that, I've never had any problem having anything happen to them. Well, my turrets were never in action. They might have been in action while I was on the other somewhere else on the map. But while I've been here, I've had pretty peaceful. Pretty peaceful. This is where I caught those bluefins or whatever they're called. I don't know. They were harder fish to catch. You got to catch 3 of them, and I got 1. 2 more. I forgot to buy the goddamn bait. I'm gonna go now and get it. I don't know what bait. I love it. You got your free goodie out of the comic shop, right? Yeah, close. Actually, had you drunk? Take it over there. Dying season. I'm sorry. Fuck, we entered into Thursday already. Wait,
Clean up this, fix
you
that.
this? Oh yeah, you're July, aren't you? So first week of July, 10th or something like that. Can't remember. He's only told me once. Oh, what's up? Try to remember 2 days after my sister. Yep.
This place has a lot of potential.
Yep. Something like that. Uh, Not sure, really. So I always have so much, but I never had to make it. I know in the beginning, it's a different story. I'm not quite sure. I'd have to go to my chem days because I would definitely have it.
Seems like it's always cloudy. It's hard work making a living out here.
get better deals, and I think well, no debate. Are you doing a couple lines? I figured that it's going good time for a joker. Try it. Probably because Native Americans use it to ward off like bad spirits and people that glitch at video games. So that's probably why. Yeah, that's true. So you, yeah, not very often, just once in a while. Yeah, and I've seen a lot of blue moons. I've seen a lot of blue moons. A couple times for you. Yeah, more than likely. That's why I record them so that I can blackmail you in the future. Yeah, send them to Todd's personal email. There you go, you fuck. Look at these. Look at these. I don't think I've ever blackmailed anybody. That's pretty well. Then when you're fighting with your sisters, your little kids. So you don't do this or that. I'll tell mom and dad. I'm sure I've done that before. But as an adult, I don't recall doing much blackmailing. That's more for people in soap operas and corporate people. Okay, we're gonna go to camp for just greedy. Just fucking greedy. It's like sometimes I wonder the sort of the same way. You get like a sports athlete, he's made like hundreds of millions of dollars, and then he won't be loyal to the team he's been with, and he'll go sign to another team because the other team's going to pay him like 200 million for 8 years or whatever. So it's like, how much more do you need? Why do you need more and more? So I think a lot of these people they must spend a lot of money, man. To fucking want more. Like, I mean, they must buy a lot of shit. They must have like 4 or 5 fucking mansions and beach property and buy a small island. There was an island up for sale where I lived. I think it was like $2 or $3 million. Came with a house. It's not a bad price. Pretty small though. And I fished everywhere, down at the bottom. The cow is. Not for the fish. Fishing. Down where you came down, brought up those animals. Hold on, let me peek in a second. I just noticed this so slow. First. Hey, the bluefin zapper. There you go. And you need one more. I better put some of these fish up, please. Like zombies. Those zombies get infected. This got infected. That's right, miss the old vats. The old vats was great for gunslinging. Check all 5 spots. Let her go. Kellogg's working down. Alright. Why do they call it a restroom? It's like you don't go there to rest. I don't know. I had a teacher back in grade school. If you put your hand up, it has to go. If you said washroom, no problem. You said bathroom, she wouldn't let you go because there's no bath. A bathroom has to have a bath. In most school has a bath in their washroom. So the washroom, you can wash it and use the washroom. The bathroom has to have a bath in it. So she took that pretty serious. It wasn't a joke. She was dead fucking serious. And she'd always fucking tell people at the beginning of the year once they fucked up, and I called it a bathroom. But a lot of kids, in grade 3 and 4 were used to saying bathroom because they got one at their house, and that's the only time you use the word is when you're at home or at school. You use it more at home. So I don't know. She was a great teacher, one of my favorites. But she was pretty strict on little things, old fashioned. James, every time he says he has to go, he puts his headset or mic right beside the PlayStation or whatever, and then I get the echo. He did it the other night, and lacked fuzzball. He really noticed it. He's like, "Yeah, I noticed James does that all the time." Yeah. So me and him be trying to talk to each other, and be all echoes until he got back. At least if I forget something, I'll hear my echo. Oh no, he's not. I know he's not. I know he's not doing it to be a dick. He's putting it down. He's putting it down on the spot. And he's in the restroom, which means he's resting. So we don't know if he'll come back in an hour or two. If he's having a rest, I don't know. I'm just joking up because he said he had to go to the restroom. Nope, he's at the beach zone. I could hear the beach. Oh, get your nostrils away. Don't do that to me, bro. I don't want to hear nostril 3D. Be kind. That's the one that James, where Fuzzball gave you trouble when your nostrils were going. Hey, James, can you move around to ride the bike? Oh, sorry about that. Then I started making jokes, but I can't remember which ones I made, but they made me laugh. You should have heard what it sounded like a cartoon, like when you see somebody's cartoon and all the nose hairs moving in the wind. That's what it reminded me of. A great big giant nose with the hairs fucking moving in the wind. I don't know what Mercy, or not Mercy, I don't know what Fuzzball heard. The way he heard it, he just didn't want to hear it no more. I wonder what the hell's up with him. This is usually when he comes on. Is Fuzzball on? And I guess no. I don't really feel like getting up there doing that. I don't think. No, I just don't like to cheat. Oh, it's cheating. Just about anything you show anybody is cheating. Except for that's what it is. It is. It has to be. How many honest things do you do when you play this game? I tried it with James at the beginning, back when the robot before the patch, and I just couldn't do it. I know you make it sound easy. That's the thing. Like you just got to do this, that, that, and I've done it a bunch of times with it. And it's like, yeah, okay. Seems to be a little bit more than this, that. It's when you ride a bicycle, it's really fucking hard to try to teach somebody how to ride one when because so to you it's so simple. And you don't understand why they don't get it. I don't know. That's the way I look at it because I don't know how to fuck. I was doing everything you said. We've done it a bunch of times. It kind of got to the point where I was just like sick of trying. I'm just one of those fucking people that can't do it. Just takes the fun right out when you sit there for 10 minutes doing something you can't do it. Just makes me want to like just log off, play a different game, watch something on TV, anything but that. Like you can only get kicked in the nuts so many times before you fucking realize put a jock on or fucking move. I don't care. I just rather have Fuzzball on because those guys know what they're doing. It goes smooth and nice and easy, and we don't waste time. And I know we're at 20 minutes. Yeah, I remember I even checked out some videos back when before the patch. I used to check out videos and see how you guys were doing that. I couldn't fucking do it. Who's that? Who are you inviting? Oh, that guy, yeah. You don't like waiting around, no, remember? So you can't, like, pull the flutters on him. Hey, how are you? This is usually the time when we're got Fuzzball on here. Where he is. Oh, I'm not catching anything good. I caught the first couple casts. I got that one fish I wanted. Need one more, and ever since then, it's been like real life fishing. Wait, doesn't? Oh yeah. Well, no, he did it last time, didn't he? We didn't God do it last time? I don't remember you doing it last time, Jamie. Yeah, he did. I thought he did it. When he's ready. When he's ready. When he's ready, he could be. When he's ready, he could be right in the middle of doing his dailies or something. Yeah, because that's what Fuzzball does and me when we get on. We like getting our dailies out of the way. We can go help her with her cow. Let's go help her. Oh, she's in that bad spot. How the hell she? That means she's fucked. No need going down there. look, look on the map. She's right there again. Not even worth going down there. I hate that. It doesn't matter. You're in the leg spot. Remember how your cow got stuck the first time you ever did it? You're in that same spot of the map. It's going to happen again. Good 95% chance it'll happen again. Shit, I just finished. Fuck. No more fishing. It's better being crazy. That's why I don't do it in real life. I don't need to be any more fucking nuts. Okay, I gotta get all away from them. Far away. No more even close to camp though. Closed for the season. Alright. There. I'm going back to that for a little bit. I did get the one fish I wanted, but I need one more. And just like video games love making you grind for the last one because it's always so hard. The last first one and the last one. So stuff in between's alright. Well, you go ahead and do what you gotta do, bro. Do what you gotta do. Oh, I thought you were having a hot dog. That or a can of Coke, dude. Yeah, though, remember, James, you did have a good point, though, when you buy that hot dog machine. I think it was you, unless it was Fuzzball, you get all excited. And you wait for the hot dogs to come out and it's a can of fucking dog food. It's like, you bastard. Maybe it was Fuzzball that was talking about it. Oh, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about You're talking about those type of prison hot dogs. These poor guy's not here to defend himself. Poor guy's not here to defend himself. Poor guy. That's what he gets for not being on right now. He said he was coming on. I think, did he, James? Didn't he say that last night when he left? Or yesterday morning? Is he on again at the same time? We were going to do the robot on the weekend. Like a what? Like a baby what? Oh, James. James, I can't hear him. You jump right in. Hang on. What did you say? I lost you at baby. Oh, that bad. Another one of those place inversely on Sphinx moments. Everybody. Yeah. Yeah, he said you guys met like 20 years ago in a video game. That's pretty wild. Yeah, that's a long time. Somebody on that video game. Got some pretty expensive plans down in Matoga. Got this fucking vendor down there sells pants for 4,500 or something.
Scorched to the ferals don't get you.
Oh yeah, okay. I had to. All I do now is just buy a piece of throw it in my fucking box. Very bad.
Welcome, friend.
I enjoy being
If
herbivore.
you're here to sign up, you've come to the right place.
I have I have a YouTube buddy, and he told me to try one of those vegetarian burgers. So I tried one of those vegetarian burgers, and I'll be honest, it wasn't as bad as I thought. I think I got it from like maybe it was from Burger King, but no. There was something that happened though. There's one thing I can't stand. I can't stand beets, right? I don't like beets. So every time I took a sip of my Coke, every single time I took a sip of my Coke with a straw, all I could taste was like as if I was drinking beet juice. Like, understand, I got a regular Coke. That's the effect I was getting. Like when I was eating it, it tasted fine. But every time I took a sip while I was eating it, all I could taste was like beets. Strong taste of beets. Never got another one of those. Told my buddy I got it. He's like, oh, you got to tell me you liked it. And I said, yeah, it wasn't bad, but all about the beet stuff. And he said, that's never happened to me before. I said, I don't know, maybe I got more fucking chemicals in my burger than you. I have no idea. That's possible. Must have been a bad boy that day. Karma. Some extra beets in his burger. Yes. Yes, madam. Yeah. I remember the first, I think I was a teenager I was cooking some stew, a canned stew. I was a teenager and I was just bored and I was reading the can of ingredients and it said, mechanically separated beef. I remember when I got it like that, mechanically separated beef. He told me, and I was like, oh. I didn't like it. I always gave the meat to my dog. Here, you want this? Sure. I ate the rest of it though. I like the potatoes and the gravy and all that stuff. I just didn't like that fucking meat. I don't know what it was. Says it's beef.
Finally, a nice day.
I don't know, unless it's from some cow from some other part of the world. Fucking freaky. In James's little world, James is very private. That's where Fuzzball would have jumped in with a sexual fucking thing to say. I have a feeling.
Bubbling up shortly. So, if you fancy a nice cuppa, the more the merrier.
You guys don't see the bird in the fight. You can do this.
Such violence is required to get a proper cup of tea. Water temperature in the boilers is now
No, I'm not much of a TikToker. Only time I see things when people link it to me.
just a little bit longer.
Catfishing the girl. I've seen some of those Twitches with the girls on there, and they ever got some of them, not all of them, but some of them got a lot of fucking makeup on. I mean, I don't even want to know what you look like when you get washed now. It's got to be something hideous. Yeah, yeah, makeup eyebrows. Just draw them on. I remember girls. Yeah. It's strange. Strange. The one that bothered me when everybody, all the girls were doing the selfies of the duck face. Fuck, I hated that. Because there'd be a lot of chicks that should not be doing the duck face, and they think they look like the models, but they don't. They look like what they normally look like doing the duck face, and they look more worse. They do the duck. Yeah, don't do the duck face. Let that cute model do it. Oh, yeah. That's why James doesn't do the duck face.
Ah, there's the whistle. The tea is steeping.
Yeah, that's what we're saying. Yeah, some do. They really do. That's a good way to put it because they look just like a fucking clown. They don't look like what they think they look like. They think in their head. They have this other vision. Even when they look at the picture, they see something else. They don't see what we see. We see reality. Like, you look fucking nasty. Yeah, it's true. Yeah. Yeah, and when they do compliments, they do it in that fake voice. When they are complimenting each other, they use like that fake voice. They act They act like they're really excited. It's like, oh my God, that's so nice, that's so awesome. And you can tell they don't like it or they're jealous. One of the two. Because you don't have many other options. Oh, poor James having a flashback. Yeah, me either. I try to be honest with you. I'm just glad James has real eyebrows. Imagine if you could shave your eyebrows like an idiot. You're like, uh-oh, we got things public. Like Buffalo Bill
A nice cup of tea will make the
from
world right again.
what's it called? Silence of the Lambs. That's good movie. They don't make their movies too much anymore. Everything now is people that can't act behind a green screen with lots of CGI.
It's wonderful to
That's
see.
fucking our
Welcome back.
actors today.
I am of
They'll
the
be replaced by
Oh,
fucking
gracious.
all those robots.
Please
I
do
mean, not robots. All those actors. They'll be replaced by CGI. You know that? That's the truth. All those actors one day will be replaced by CGI. All the new actors will be CGI. You won't need people. That's what I mean. Like the CGI. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you can get like those AI girlfriends. Yeah, you can't. I know you can. Those are so terrible because you don't know if it's real or not. You'll never know unless you're the person there. And if you really, well, I know some really smart YouTubers that I watch, and they don't believe in dinosaurs, but they're really smart. I'm wondering where are you getting this from? Because they say to you, they'll say things like, "Have you ever seen a full fossil and all this other stuff? And why is it just a bone here and a bone there? And then
For
90% of it is all
service,
made up."
volunteer.
I don't know. I got lots of.
It sure is great to see living human beings again.
You make things so hard. I was like, I can come right down and you're off with
That
your
overseer
send you to a
lady
camp, go all the way to
said
camp, go
more
try to find your
people
thing, find
will
it,
be coming.
then come all the way back
It
and it could have just came
matters
down.
to me.
Those raiders got us
I remember these two stuff many levels ago. You know, when they have a big flood, that'll take care of the bones. Yeah, they got to get covered up in like a flood. You need like a big disaster, like a flood. That's be a big disaster. Like, can't be. You just don't become a fossil that easy. You gotta be buried underneath a lot of fucking mud and shit. Yes. Yeah, but I mean, yeah, that's what I'm talking. We gotta have like a flood, real big, because like that Younger Dryas that happened like 12, 13,000 years ago. That was pretty nasty. That one scientist, that one scientist found like fresh DNA in one of the bones of a T-Rex a few years back. It was like all soft and gooey. So that would mean it'd have to be around walking around on the Earth a couple thousand years ago. That's kind of interesting because there's some temples in like Indonesia and places like that where they'll have carved in these like really super old temples. They'll have like carvings of what look like dinosaurs. I don't know. I'm definitely not someone that thinks there was no such thing as dinosaurs. I listen to both arguments and I just don't believe theirs. Yeah, it's called the dragons. Yeah, like the other thing that's kind of interesting. I don't know where to stand on it because I've just been getting into it the last couple months, so I haven't put my foot down on an opinion. Is the mud flood history of that terrarium and all that, where they say that all these old buildings all around North America and shit that look like really old European buildings. They say there's no way that they could have been built with the technology back then, and plus a quarter of them are buried in the mud. I find that really weird. Now, but on the other side of the coin, I don't understand why wouldn't the Native Americans have stories about these buildings? Why wouldn't the Native Americans moved into a free building? So that makes me think like they weren't there. And some people say, well, Native Americans weren't in these areas. Yes, they were. They were everywhere until white man. Yeah, before the white man came over, like they controlled, like they were in every acre, and there was a lot of tribes, a lot more tribes, like hundreds of tribes, not just a dozen, hundreds of tribes, and they didn't. Nobody's written about them. Like 30 in there. No, well, I don't know if the natives had any condoms. I know the Europeans and even the Romans had condoms. They used goat skin. Yeah, they used goat skin. They made these condoms out of goat skin. They were pretty popular. Yeah, of the goat. Those fucking Romans or something. Oh, fucking right. Yeah, yeah, they did. But the problem back then was a lot of them were using like pagan type medicine, which is a lot of hit and miss. Because like there's some herbs to this day that are better than any pharmaceutical drug. Yeah, but we don't have but we don't have an Xbox. Well, I have an Xbox. You don't have one. Yeah, I got the brand new one and don't even play it. Fucking sell it. That's cool. I've always liked the PlayStation better. There's people that are they're so loyal to things, like a vehicle. Same with people get hooked on, I only like Ford, I only like Dodge, and they all hate each other, and they all make good. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. I got lots of friends on Facebook. The guys are always making sure they tease each other with those mimes, like making fun of Ford, and then he'll put up one making fun of Chevys,
Your son?
and then they'll both team up on Dodge.
Hello, campers. Ready for a frightful tale? Remember, these tales are interactive, so put on your brave face and act out the story when prompted. Today's tale is called Terrors of the Dark. Seems the holotape has some errors. Well, I'm sure it'll be fine. Hello? This story is about me, a pioneer scout. I wake up one night in a cabin, and I see that I'm alone. Everyone's beds are empty. My heart is pounding, but I know I have to go outside and look for everybody. I want to get up, but the shadows are reaching for me. They're gonna attack me. Please help me fend them off.
Yeah, don't run. That's true though. You can go find one of those old vehicles in a overgrown with grass and everything, and some field hasn't been. Body's fantastic on it.
I face my fears and burst out from under the covers, not stopping until I've made it outside. There, I see the warm glow of a campfire.
Yeah, I don't know. Just one day somebody just said, let's make things cheaper so that people have to buy. People will have to like buy it over and over and over.
There's something out there. I know, because it took my brother. He stayed out past dark one day and went missing. But my friends, they don't listen. I sit with them to keep watch, we laugh, drink,
Yeah.
and share secrets with each other all into the night. As the night dwindles on, so does the fire. The scouts pay no mind to the encroaching darkness. I
Yep.
track in to warn them that the dark is dangerous, but no one listens. So I go into the forest alone in search of firewood.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Life, life ruined. Okay.
find enough wood to rekindle the fire. But when I turn around, there's no light to guide my way back to camp. I don't know if I wandered too far, or if the campfire has gone out, drenching all the scouts in darkness.
Oofta! I'm so sorry to interrupt the tale, but we have an emergency. Or at least my scout leader emergency protocol says we do. My protocol is pulling up a missing camper flag. Now, I'm almost certain I counted everyone correctly, but we should be thorough just in case. If we can't find our shadow camper, let's look for traces they may have left behind. And remember the buddy system.
Yeah, he is right at the bottom. That sucks.
Thanks for your efforts, everyone. Now, I found a holotape in this misplaced bed. I hope that this will explain what's going on.
I'm hunting bugs, out here in Appalachia. There are spiders, ants, and slugs. Today, I'm going to complete my collection. Only 9 more Hominoptera to go. Layla told me to watch out for their stingers, but I can handle them. That's what my new entomologist badge is for. I'm hunting bugs. Bugs of all
True.
kinds that come out at night.
All of our guys, when they fixed the patch, we had a whole pile of it. It would be on every single fucking night. They don't even play the game anymore. Hardly. Few of them do, not all of them. Yep. James was racking some real good damage back before they did the patch for the robot. He was hitting some real massive damage. We would drop. Well, when I say we, Mostly him. He just dropped that robot. Just boom. I miss those days. It was fun because like we'd do a whole bunch of them like in an hour. We just oh man, we'd be set for the week. Yep. Yeah, the bastards making us do shit. I don't know. I guess just they did get all their gear and it wasn't ended. They wanted to know what. Now they're playing Fortnite. I got a buddy that's a big stoner and he's awesome at it. I don't even want to try it.
Ah, I'm sore all over. Filming this place is hard. It's just about time to eat.
You know?
Huh. Need some new clothes. I'm getting real muddy.
A full belly sure beats an empty one. While you're here, why not grab a stim pack or two?
Me too.
With smarts and a little luck, you'll do just fine
And so much
out
of this
there.
here too on the reserve, on the stores, lot stores. No tax.
Gotta wait a whole nother hour for that food to reheat.
I think James has the cannery. Don't you, James? Me too.
Pretty sure I ain't just here.
You got it.
Your ass real good.
$13. That'd be cool. That'd be pretty big too.
You appear to be a few steaks short.
Maybe your grandma's the big bad wolf. You've been fooled for all these years. last October, somebody ran into our beer store. Jeez. Wow. Grandma's home. That new one. Yeah. Yeah. Now that's like the average age of a gamer. I don't like a lot of you get younger people that are like, why do old people play video games? Because we're the only ones that can afford them.
We used to rent guns and ammo, but now customers have to bring their own.
Yeah. In the Fallout Facebook group, this guy posts videos of his mother playing Fallout. She's like, I think like level 500. She's really into it, and she's in her 70s. Yep.
I heard you found the traitor.
Munch said aliens took this space station.
Hey. Good. I'd a hunt. If you only...
I know you get it, but I can't imagine being locked up in a vault for years.
Another day, another asshole dead who didn't listen to me. I can't believe I let Meg talk me into coming here. My dad always said they left this place for a damn good reason.
You gotta look, don't touch policy. Tired of cleaning blood prints off my wounds.
Yeah, here you want to do that? Try this. Fight. Hey, what's up there?
Looks like it might rain.
Yeah, you really can. Yeah, you can definitely level up in the raid with those lower level characters, like under a couple hundred levels. You can really, boy, you gotta go up. Yeah, there's some salty people. Some people just don't like getting blown up. There you go, James. You did one there. It's not bad. Take this stuff. Oh, sounds like No Mercy. Maybe it was No Mercy, one of his characters. Who knows? All right, I'm finally done. I'm finally done all my little stuff. Like I was already done the dailies, but I had like a little scrubby stuff to do. I'm all done. I'm coming down to my camp, and I just where is it? Got two casks. I need two more fish plates, and I'm gonna sell those fish plates. And we'll check in on God. See what's going on there with those really. You also take like a bobblehead? No. There's lots of bobbleheads and magazines that you can stack. There's the Russian and everything. Yeah, that's any good. Walking around with 57 babies. You might be put into a terrorist group there for that one. I can. Mm-hmm. It has been around for a bit. It's around the wave or something. Yeah, once in a while I'll do something, get a plan. It's like, wow. Yeah. Cheesecake? Have a good one. Yeah, those are fun times.
If you find yourself lost, take a gander at your map for bodies of water.
I'm going the same place you are. I didn't know you were there, James. Rusty pick. Gave that fish some, the hermit crab some fish pitch, and I got a legendary 1 star to throw in the machine. That means it must be coming up then. Oh, geez, that long. Oh, dry spot in the throat. Take care of that right now with this Mountain Dew. Meat Week should be coming up too. I wonder if they're gonna. Nope, they have some nice new stuff. That's where the salt and pepper plans come from, and all the salt and pepper mods from Meat Week.
That's hard work making a living out here.
Yeah. Well, there are dailies where they'll tell you to eat 5 cans of dog food. Yeah. Crusader's pistol, that's good, bad. Who's got the train? Yeah, if I had my window open, at some point you guys would have heard the train too from me. No, I'm not that close. It's good stone throw away, but you can hear it. Pretty good. Because it goes over the town bridge. I don't hear it. Basically, it's just go here. Scorch beef. Double scored, didn't that? Oh, that doesn't kick in until, yeah. Yep, I've been there for 3 years, 4 years, quite a while. Yeah, I don't move it, James. For way I do shit, Flatwoods is pretty convenient for me. Oh, it's true. That was let down when it first came out. With what system's that on a PC? The Xbox Pass is still better than even the PlayStation's Pass. I was very impressed with the Xbox Pass, and I was like, why the fuck does PlayStation not have this for fuck's sake? Oh, can you? Yeah, good games like example like Baldur's Gate 3. That's still um, original price to buy it because it still sells really good. So why lower the price, right? Fucking, you can do that maybe in 3 or 4 years from now. Get the cheap people to buy it. Oh, it's it's sold an ungodly amount of copies. It's won like all the rewards, all the awards in the game you can win. It's won. It's one of those games that you just wonder why the fuck don't they make all the games this good? Like, yeah, yeah. Mhm. Sure. Yeah, I don't believe I did get that. No, I didn't.
This fix that. Never seems to.
Oh, so you know that Nintendo Switch that came out and everybody freaking out and buying it. Well, one of the games in there that a lot of people are hoping for is like a true sequel to Punch Out or something like that. They have some other ones I know. But then they said that they'll never be making another Punch Out, and the reason is because the way society is, that way everybody gets upset and stuff. That because there's too many races in the game that get stereotyped, so they can't put those type of characters out no more that people love because it'll offend people that don't play the game. So you can't have. Well, they have an Italian guy called Pizza Pasta, that would upset some white college kids and that have nothing. They don't even play video games to have a protest, and then have it taken away. No, it isn't. Yeah, no. Bunch of white kids in college with fucking purple hair. Yep.
It's about time to eat.
They sure are. Yeah. Jesus Christ, eh? I miss the original Karen. Remember with the blonde hair and that hairstyle, and they always had it was like a white woman with blonde hair, and they had that same short haircut. Those were the best Karens, and then they turned into political Karens. But the other ones used to look like they'd have the same haircut as that chick. What was her name? Kate, where she has like 8 fucking kids on the show. It's like, what woman? 8 kids? Holy shit! She's pretty rich though because of that show. Jesus, that can't be fucking right. I said that can't be right. I had to do something like that. Yeah, I was watching something on Facebook many years ago. It was it was this it must have been about 10 videos. I don't think you can put them on Facebook anymore. Maybe they shouldn't in the first place. But it was 10 videos of these guys in Asia, young like little monkeys, and they were fucking putting drills through their fucking head and boiling them up in a pot. They were. What else were they doing? They had the homemade fucking car battery electricity on these wires and zapping them. I didn't know too much of the history of these monkeys. I was curious. I was like, why? How could you do that, right? And then there is no real defense, but the reason they don't like one, they're getting paid by people that live in Europe and North America to make these videos. Yeah, but on top of that, like over in those countries, like those monkeys are like cockroaches. They're fucking eating your crops, breaking into your house, killing your pets. So they're on the well, they're definitely above a cat and dog. Well, I don't know, monkey. Yeah, those. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, these are young monkeys. These aren't any more than like maybe 2 years old at the very most. Yeah, they're not. Yeah, if you're gonna be a cow, be a dairy cow. They'll let you live and then retire real good. Well, they got beef cattle. You're fucked if you're a beef cattle, no matter what. There's no escape. They'll eat. Uh, yeah, or even a chicken. Those for the factory chickens, where they separate the male and the female, and they throw the males into like a grinder because there's no use for them. They're garbage. So they're immediately little baby male chicks punch. Yeah, really. Yeah, they don't even use supers. Yeah. Well, there was part of a reason they wanted to fuck around with the Indians too. That was their food source and their clothing and everything, their tools. Yeah, there was a lot of tribes like that, but I mean, to be fair, there was some tribes that were pretty bad, and they didn't like anybody. They didn't like natives. They didn't like whites. They didn't like anybody. Oops. They're kind of like the Crow. The Crow was with Iroquois. The Crow and Iroquois were a lot like that, where they didn't like anybody. They still don't like anybody. They used to be pretty huge. They used to control a lot more land than like they used to really be powerful one time before the white man. If they had the same technology, they would have been just fine. But they were still in the Stone Age, and Europe comes over and they're in the Industrial Age. No, but Europeans did build a lot of shit. But a lot of those stuff, imagine everything seemed to go to China. Still does. Still does. It still does. See, they're proud. They're very proud of that. That's why they don't want to show you the pyramids. They hide the pyramids there and have trees overgrown them. Because they dug into a pyramid a long time ago. And when they did, they found like 6, 7 foot mummies of white people. And they figured, uh-oh, looks like the people that lived here and built these pyramids and all this shit were not Chinese. So we're not going to tell anybody about that somebody was here before us. Oh, I love that. The megaliths say all the whatever culture built those megaliths. That's fucking fascinating to me. I don't like mainstream science very much. I'm a good fish. I got a good fish. Storms. No, there's been enough. Yep, puts it in the old Indiana Jones warehouse. Oh, fucking right there is. That's a weird one, eh? Yeah. That's, well, I don't have no. If somebody's Catholic, I don't have anything against them, but that Catholic is bad. For the Catholics, they take out what they don't like, and then fucking add what they want. The popes have been fucking terrible for fucking almost from the beginning. Like, I'm sure there's been a couple good ones, but not many. All corrupt. But somebody's got to pay. Yeah. Same little port. Oh yeah, same with the pyramids. All people are like, anybody thinks that they would build those structures in a desert is a fucking idiot. They didn't build it when it was had lots of water around and fresh green grass everywhere. They didn't build that in a fucking desert. No, and plus there's you look at there's all these smashed statues and structures, and I've seen videos where they show you them and they've got burn marks on them, but the burn marks are not man-made because they're too high. It's from something hit there and fucking did a lot of damage. Fire and water, lots of damage. Oh, right back from the beginning of time, James. Oh yeah, yeah. There's some strange things there. Yeah, for sure. I don't even know what the hell they're writing. Why can't they write normal? He did in the 70s and 80s. Well, more the 70s and 60s, I guess. I wasn't around the 60s, but he's seen it in the 70s. I think my doctor, I don't have him anymore. He's retired and maybe even dead. Yeah, I remember he smoked right in the office when I'd be in there. He'd be having a cigarette, fucking examining me. He was an old fucker, too. Yeah, and he was old, too. He was old. I remember I told him once, I said, I got pains in my chest. I was like just a kid. He didn't even check me out or nothing. He said growing pains, and I was into that. He's probably right, I guess, but but he didn't do any checking or anything. Didn't even listen to my heart. He was just growing pains. Snoopy. I hear you, man. Those are such a disappointment when that happens, and you're just like pumped and ready to get into it, and just, oh.
After you caught your fill of fish, be sure to fill out that there ledger. Back already, I see.
I guess I'm thinking of a game that would be a mind burner. where you can't be dumb and play it, would be Crusader Kings 3. That one you can't be dumb. You just can't be. The tutorial is tougher than most games. I love it. This would I hear you, I hear you, but this one you might have to come back.